Hey there, friends. Sat Nam, and thank you all so much for joining me in this hip session. So in this one, we're going to really invite change and invite flow through our changing emotions and experiences. And this session is really resonating with me so deeply right now as I am in this really powerful shift in my life. I am moving and buying my first house. So the next time y'all tune in with me, it'll be at the new space. Let's get started. Hey there, my friends. Let's meet laying on our backs in a butterfly shape with the legs. So bringing the soles of the feet to touch. Reclining onto your back. If you need like some pillows, or if you have 2 blocks at home that you can place underneath both of your knees to support you, that can be really nice in this shape. And then once you get down there, just bring your hands literally to touch down on your inner thighs. Sliding your shoulders down the back and the shoulder blades deeper into the earth. Closing the eyes and just beginning to tap into the waves of the breath. So we are diving into the hips here today. So I want you to even imagine breathing right into your hips, breathing right into your inner thighs even. And in the subtle body, the hips are the place of our emotions and our experiences. And it is that water element. So it is this energy of being able to flow through the changing emotions and experiences of your life. And as I told y'all in the intro, I'm in a big transitional flow at the moment, moving from one city and one home to another. And I've just been coming back to this mantra of let go and let it flow. How can I let go and move with the changes? So see if you can release your hips and your thighs a little bit more here. And let the breath flow a little bit deeper. Relaxing the face. Let's take a deep breath in here through the nose. Exhale in some way, shape, or form through the mouth. 2 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. You can use your hands to help you close the legs, knees to touch, and then hug the knees on into the chest a little bit more towards their respective rib cage. You can just sort of sway side to side here, maybe roll out your ankles one way and the other way. Keeping your tailbone nice and rooted. We're going to open it up for happy baby. So either wrapping your peace fingers around your big toes, hands at the outer edge of the feet, or hands on shins. Again, keeping that tailbone nice and rooted here as you begin to pull on your feet, drawing the knees right outside the rib cage and down towards the earth. Your feet are flexed and facing right up towards the sky. So it's almost like you're squatting on the sky here. And now you can continue to rock side to side. Maybe playing with lengthening left leg out to the left, bringing it back in, right leg out to the right, bring it back in. You can keep it flowing side to side. And then come back to neutral, happy baby. Let's take a deep breath in. And now stick your tongue out. Go ahead and plant your left foot on the ground here. And then flex your right foot on top of your left thigh for a figure 4. And take a moment to just press the right palm into the right inner thigh so it's like you're pressing the right leg away from you, literally. And then either stay right here if this is enough sensation, or maybe you lift your left foot up and interlace your hands at your left shin. And keeping that right foot flexed to protect your right knee, the right leg drawn away from the chest, and then begin to make some circles here with the left knee. And as you make those circles, you might begin to feel into some deeper areas in your right outer hip and in your right glute. And I want you all to really focus today, as we're diving pretty deep into the hips, focus on releasing the jaw as much as you can remind yourself to, and releasing the face. So the hips have a deep connection with the throat chakra, so with the throat and the jaw. Right? And it's really our expression, right? So there is this great cord and link between our feelings, our experiences, how they impact us, and then how we are expressing what we need to express. Making circles the opposite way if you haven't already. And then just explore here on your own. So you might rock a little side to side, see how that feels, or really anything else goes. I find as I rock over to my left hip, I go even deeper into that right hip. Amazing, everybody. Come back to center. Cross your right thigh over your left. Swing your hips to the right, your knees on over to the left. Expanding your right arm out to the right, looking towards your right hand if it's okay with your neck, for a little cat stretch here. And keep your left hand either on your right thigh, or maybe even bring it to your belly. And breathe into that hand. Tapping into the steadiness of your breath to hold you, carry you through. One more deep inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Come back to center, sacrum even on the ground. Keep your legs crossed. Flex your feet and your shins here out to the side. And then grab either your shins or the outer edges of your feet for a reclined Gomukhasana. So your shins are straight out to the sides, feet are flexed, tailbone rooted, and then you're gently pulling on the outer edges of the feet a little bit and drawing your Gomukhasana legs closer in towards your chest. It can be very intense, so just notice the clenching through the face and the jaw. Chin in a little bit. One more round of breath. And then as you let it go, unravel the legs all the way open back into your happy baby. And then you can rock side to side, lengthen legs, do whatever feels good. Come to center, inhale deep through the nose, exhale, stick your tongue out. Drop the sole of the right foot to the ground. Flex your left foot on top of the right thigh. Left palm into your left inner thigh, pressing that leg away from you. Either stay here or lift your right foot, interlacing the hands at your right shin, and then begin to make those circles one way. And eventually the other way. I always find that it's really helpful in these yin hip movements to keep it moving, right? So to keep yourself just sort of moving things around, exploring. So just feel free to explore here. You can rock side to side. Just really unlocking some energy in the hips. Moving through any stuck or stagnant energy as you deepen the breath so that you can come back to that flow. Okay, go ahead and come to center. Wrap the left thigh around the right. Swing your hips to the left, your knees to the right. And then open your left arm out to the left. Allow the left shoulder to get really grounded. Maybe right hand on your belly. Feel your breath. Inhale deep. Exhale through the mouth. Come to center. Keep the legs crossed. Flex the feet. Bring your shins to fan out to the sides. And then reach for the outer edges of the feet if you can, or your shins. Keep flexing the feet. Keep lengthening the spine, chin level, and then gently draw your whole leg situation in towards the upper body. So there's a little pulling on your feet here, a bending of the elbows. And then loosen up where you can. round of breath. And exhale, let it go. Release your legs. This time bring the soles of the feet to touch in that butterfly shape. Knees out wide. Grab onto your ankles or your shins. Inhale, you're going to rock the feet back behind you. Exhale, rock forward. Inhale, rock back. Exhale, forward. Keep rocking and rolling on your spine. Get a nice massage all the way to your upper back. And then eventually you make your way all the way to plant your seat into the earth. Keep your butterfly legs. Hands onto your shins or ankles. Inhale to draw your heart forward, shoulders back. And then exhale to round your spine back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Eyes are closed. Gazing in and up towards the brow point. And just meditating here on the sit bones. And as you roll forward and back on those sit bones, feeling super grounded here. Open through those hips and thighs. Of course, if this is too much, you can just cross your ankles and come into Sukhasana. But I've just been loving this variation lately for a little extra hip opening. Pulling in bigger breath, another 30 seconds here. Really opening up the heart space as well as the hips so that we can meet our emotions, our experiences with an open heart, with more grace. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, round back. Inhale, neutral spine. And exhale. Letting go. All right, my friends, we're going to move into half pigeon here, just in a very nice, easy, simple way. Just going to leave your right shin forward, dip the weight over into your right hip, and just sweep your left leg back behind you. Take a moment here to even yourself out. So really lengthening that left leg back behind you even more, and then wrapping your left hip forward as much as you can. Now, if this is too crazy, no problemo. No worries. Grab something underneath both of your hips, okay? But if you feel good, you can sink those hips all the way down into the earth. Tense your fingers here. Inhale, lift your heart up to the sky. And then as you exhale, you're just going to weave your torso side to side. until the heart comes down towards the ground. And then you'll inhale yourself back up, puff your heart up, and then exhale, maybe some sounds or some breath out through the mouth as you snake your upper body side to side. One last time, inhale, rising up, lift your chest. Exhale. This time you can land down onto your forearms. Catch a prayer, slide the shoulders back, release the head and the neck. Release the jaw. And if this folding forward, even with your hips elevated, is just feeling like a little bit too much, know that you could always take that same figure 4 shape laying on your back that we took in the beginning. And as you deepen into this sleepy pigeon, maybe you find that you can splay your elbows out to the side, create a little pillow with your hands for your forehead, and go a little bit deeper with it. Whenever your mind starts to stray, just come back to the sound of your breath. You might even mentally chant "let" on the inhale and then "go" on the exhale. It's been my go-to mantra through this whole moving process. Let go. It's okay to let go. For these last few moments, see if you can lift up a little bit, slide your heart forward even more, lengthening out just a little bit more through the spine, and then fold. Inhaling deep and exhaling even deeper. Keep your head heavy as you slowly press yourself back up. Shift the weight over into your right hip. Swing your left leg forward again. Bringing your legs into a Janu Shirsthasana, sort of like a tree shape. Right foot into your left inner thigh. Lean your chest forward, creasing at the hips. If you can, wrap your peace fingers of the left hand around your left big toe. Bring your right hand to the inner arch of your left foot and just take a moment to fold over your left leg, dropping your right shoulder and right side of your rib cage a little bit to even things out. And on the inhale, we're going to come up to a flat back, and you're just going to hinge your right arm open, like a door opening, reaching that right arm back behind you. And then exhale to fold back into your left leg. Inhale, hinging open, and exhale, bowing. Keep it going, closing those eyes. Opening the doors of your heart. Two more. Last time here as you inhale, hinging that right arm back. And now turn your right thumb down. Wrap your right arm behind your back. Right hand touches towards your left quad. And then allow your left elbow to bend and your torso to lengthen over that left leg. Keeping your right sit bone nice and planted so that you can get an even deeper opening and stretch through the right waist and the outer hip. Might even allow your left ear to just drop down towards your left shoulder, stretching through the right side of the neck too. Two more rounds of breath. Leaning back into your right forearm. On your exhale, just let it go. Freeing the right arm off the back. Coming back to neutral. Lift up through the chest. Crossing your ankles. Keep your left shin forward. Shift the weight over into your left hip. Sweep your right leg long behind you. And really take a couple moments here to set yourself up in the most loving way. It's really lengthening. Wrapping your right hip forward. Tenting the fingers nice and wide. Maybe a little side to side. Just feel into it. Propping those hips if you need to. Inhale to lift your gaze and your chest up. Then as you exhale, just sway side to side. Like you're moving through water. Inhale up. Exhale. Last time. This time, stay down. Dropping your forearms onto the earth, pressing your palms together, releasing your head. By all means, if you have blocks at home or a bolster, you can prop your forearms up on those if you need to stay elevated a little bit more. So allowing this practice to meet you where you are. Maybe widening out those elbows, create the pillow with your hands and rest your forehead. Breathing directly into your left hip. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. Inviting change, inviting the flow to happen. And lifting the forehead and the chest just a little bit. See if you can slide them forward, even just like a millimeter. And then soften your head back down. Stay for a few more rounds. And slowly, gently press yourself back up, walking your hands back, shifting your weight over into your left hip, swing the right leg in front of you, grabbing onto your big toe or anywhere you can get. Left hand to your right foot as well. Just take a moment here to fold down and in towards the right leg. And then inhale to a flat back. Hinge your left arm open. And exhale to fold. Inhale to open up that left arm. And now draw your left thumb down towards the earth. Wrap your left arm behind your back. And then begin to bend your right elbow. Keeping your sit bones nice and rooted here. Leaning back into that left arm. Maybe allowing your right ear to just soften down towards the right shoulder. One more big breath in. And exhale, let it go. Fold into center. Gently round up through the spine. Last thing here, bring soles of feet to touch. And maybe your feet a little bit forward so that you're creating a wider diamond shape with your legs. Inhale, hands on shins. And just begin to gently pull on your shins, keeping your seat planted, drawing the heart forward. And then when you can't go forward anymore, allow your hands to touch down at the tops of the feet, interlaced at the toes, and then head releases. Breathing into the back of the heart, let. Breathing out through the front of the heart, go. Know that it's totally natural and normal if you have like emotions bubbling up. Definitely know this is a safe space for you to express whatever it is you need to express emotionally. Expressing through breath. On your next breath out, you can let something pour out the mouth if you're feeling called to. Slowly, vertebra by vertebra, rounding up, crossing the ankles, just finding a seat here, bringing your palms face down, either on your thighs or on your knees. And just feeling the shift of energy in the hip center. Let's breathe it in for Om to close out. Bringing a prayer to your forehead, bowing down into your beautiful body, into your beautiful journey and all of the doorways and portals and next chapters that you have walked through. Satnam. Well, that's that, fairy friends. Thank you all so much for joining me today and getting really hippie and open to the flow of life and to change. I have so very much enjoyed all of the time in this beautiful space with you all, sharing this yoga magic, and I look forward to fresh start and a new beginning in the new space doing the same thing. So like, subscribe, tell your friends. Love y'all. See you next time.